Hi, it's Jody Evans from the Joy Love Bus. I have spent the last few days just really taking in how much I've accomplished in the last year. Whew. Yeah, 1 year ago, I was in my corporate job. I lived in my apartment. I had a couple of my kids living with me. My son was living with me with his pregnant girlfriend. And I had just gotten off, after 13 months of weaning myself off prescription meds. I finished about this time in March. After 13 years of being on antidepressant anxiety medicine, I was free. I was finally free. And I allowed myself for the first time in over a decade to feel my feelings. It was powerful. Really powerful. And then in July, I had a life-changing event. I became a biological grandmother. That was the hardest day of my life. And it was also the most beautiful day of my life, because it taught me who I am. Sometimes we go through challenges, and when we're in it, it's rough. It is hard. But nothing I had done up to that moment, even with divorces, moving cross country, losing loved ones that I was the daily caretaker for, so many other things in my life that I thought would break me. And then I got to that day in July, and it was something else. 30 hours waiting for that baby to be born, knowing that it would not stay in our family. I had to sit there and feel some stuff. But after that kind of event and feeling everything that I felt, I had no choice. I had no choice but to keep feeling and keep listening to my heart and following my path. I've done a lot since then. I walked away from a career at Disney in August. I left my apartment that I loved in Florida in September. And so many things didn't go the way I expected on this side of the leap. But so many things went even better than I expected. That feels good to say. You're going to have days that just don't feel good. You're going to have feelings about things that you don't think you're allowed to tell the world. But you are. You're allowed to feel everything you feel. And you're allowed to go publicly talk about anything you want. You're a human here in the world. That's all we're here for, living and having a human experience. And you deserve all joy and abundance that this world has to offer. So I've been on my journey 6-7 months now, and it's been eye-opening and amazing. And then there's parts of me that I've learned this week that are still trying to live the new life by the old rules. And that's been a big eye-opener to have that awareness. I'm in a new place now in my life. My whole life I followed the rules. I was a good girl. I did what everybody expected of me. I went to work and gave it 100% every day that I was there. And don't get me wrong, we all have days when we're operating at 80. But if I was only operating at 80 when I woke up that day, I gave my whole 80. I've always been that way. And that's all I ever asked of anyone else. Whatever your 100% is today, give me all you got. And I just would go and go and go. And so now I'm in this new life, living in a 192 square foot trailer full time. And I don't know what the rules are. It didn't come with an instruction manual. It came with a manual how the trailer operates. But nowhere in that book did it tell me how I'm supposed to operate now. So I'm learning all of it from scratch. And it's really fun and scary and exciting, and it feels really good. And I notice I keep lighting up every time I talk about it. So that's how I know I made the right decision, even when I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow. I guess I'm just making this video as kind of a recap of looking back, where I'm at now, what's going on. We spend so much time looking at the future. What's next? Where am I going? What am I doing? How am I going to do that? Do. And we never stop and just take some time to sit and feel where we're at right now. And we don't look back and say, wow, I did that. Like I did that, and then I did that, and then I did that. And it's all a part of my story. Everything I've ever felt, everything I've ever done, everything I've ever accomplished, everything I thought would break me, and then it didn't. That's all part of my story, and it's all part of who I am. And so today, I just want to invite every single one of you to take a minute and just think about all the things that you've lived through. Marriages, divorces, birth of children, not having a child. So many things, you know, job losses, moves, vacations that went all wrong, or everything that's ever gone right. Every celebration, every accomplishment, every award, every time you just kicked ass. Take a look back and pay attention to all of it, because it all matters. Because everything you've ever done, everything you've ever felt, everything you've ever wanted, desired, accomplished, failed at, it's all part of the beautiful picture that is you. All of it. And you should be proud, and you should own your story. Circumstances don't define us, but how we live through them defines who we are. It's our story, and we've earned it, and we deserve to be proud of it. So take today and celebrate you, because that's what I'm doing, and I'd love to have some company. Jodi Evans, thejoylovebus.com.